I'm Evie Jones, and you're listening to Playing on Air.
Watchmen tell us of the night, what its signs of promise are. Travel o'er yon mountains white, see that glory beaming star.
You are about to hear Second Sight from a master of the short play form, David Ives. The otherworldly play is also directed by Ives and features acclaimed stage and screen talents Danny Burstein, Susie Essman, Lee Wilkoff, Brittany K. Allen, and Stephen Boyer.
I think I'm ready. Yes, I'm ready now. Let's gather in and we'll try to get through. Join hands in a circle. Good. Now we wait. Calm and receptive and... Oh, it's happening now. I'm approaching. Yes, I'm at the river. I'm crossing over now. I'm crossing over. Yes, I'm there. I'm on the other side. All dark, but there it is, a glow. A very faint glow. That means someone is there. Yes. I'm with someone now. I can't see them, but I'm with somebody. Maybe somebody one of us loved. Is someone there? Who are you? What is your name? My name is Crystal. Crystal with a K. Oh, the glow is fading now. The person is gone. I'm crossing back now. I'm crossing back. And here I am. Good. Keep the faith. We made contact and we will make it again.
I don't know, Lenny. It still sounds pretty risky to me.
Risky? Harry, it's a breeze. It's a snap. It's nothing.
That is what everybody tells me. My eye doctor tells me, you tell me, oh, it's a breeze, it's a snap. You know, a snap is not always a good thing.
Will you get out of your head, please?
It's not good when something snaps.
This is a minor procedure.
Maybe it's the word cataract. What is a cataract? It's a gorge, it's a waterfall. I hear the word cataract. I see a dark river plunging into a bottomless abyss.
What river? What abyss? This is your backyard, brother. It's Mount Kisco.
I'm just telling you what I picture.
Can I remind you of something? You're of an age now for cataracts. Everybody's had them. Mama had them. I've had them. God is older now. God has probably had them. And had the procedure, too.
Well, God is unavailable for comment.
Harry, not only is this nothing, it's gonna change your life.
Who says I want to change my life?
I do, so listen to me. Afterwards, everything is brilliant. You think you're seeing actual colors right now? You come out the other side of this procedure, you're gonna see reds and greens and blues like from childhood. And wait till you see beige. The beige on a sesame bagel. Who knew?
I'm too old for bagels to change colors. Well, if I'm not blinded in this process...
Your doctor says he's gonna blind you?
What, he's gonna warn me first?
You don't believe him? Get a second opinion. Or go to the web.
Sure. The web is full of testimonials, plus horror stories, people with all kinds of problems after, murky vision, clouded vision.
A tiny percentage. Maybe the Nazis. They don't want to see. They like their vision clouded. You know what your problem is, Hare? You've been living in the 10th century.
7th century.
Is there a difference?
3 centuries.
You fall in love with the Dark Ages, you see what happens? Come into the light, Harry, and stop being so damn timid.
I'm seeing the surgeon tomorrow to set a date. That's not timid.
Terrific.
Although I'm thinking I'll postpone.
Can I tell you something, Hare?
You'll tell me anyway.
Everything you see, every little thing around you has been looking for you, please. Do the world the honor of looking back. Something which is easier with 20/20 vision.
But I can see. Why do I need to do this now?
Here's why. I'm on the 104 bus last winter in a sleet storm. Just listen to me. 3:30 in the afternoon, it's pitch dark. There's this ancient Jewish couple at the back. They've been sitting there since 1910. The old lady says to her husband, "Well, it'll be the 21st of December soon. The days will get longer." The old guy thinks about that a minute. Finally, he shrugs. He says to her, "Maybe."
He's a wise old man.
No, he's an idiot. Maybe is not an option here, and I'm telling you on Mama's grave, this is a snap, a good snap, as you'll see. So to speak, you'll see. You get it? You will see.
Yeah, I get it.
So did I get through to you? Have I gotten through?
You got through.
Good. Who knew? So how's life otherwise? Robin's good?
Robin's good.
Kids are good?
Kids are good.
7 centuries good?
7 centuries good.
I love you, brother. Mwah! And remember, it's over in no time.
Yeah, but
Be well, Hare.
We miss them. Of course we miss them, those on the other side. We want to know how they are. Some of you may remember that fine old hymn, "Watchmen tell us of the night." We are watchmen, walking into the dark with our arms out, the way children do when they play ghost. As a child, I often made it over, made contact, and reported back. It was this gift I had, I don't know why. Not knowing what I was doing, unafraid, I crossed over from time to time, never knowing who I'd meet in the dark on that side. And the first thing I'd always do was say my name. I'd say, "My name is Crystal. Crystal with a K." The way children do. The way I still did when I grew up and crossed over, when I was crossing that way. Now let's join hands and try again.
So how long does the procedure take, Doctor?
The whole thing's over in no time. It's rather like life that way.
Thanks, that's very encouraging. But how long is no time, exactly?
5 minutes. 6, 7, 8, maybe. 9.
That long?
10. 11. It depends. Like life.
Yeah, you said that. So it's full anesthetic overnight in the hospital?
No. It's outpatient, quick and easy.
Could it be inpatient for me, just in case?
Listen, Mr. Kaufman,
Hoffman?
I'll be doing 10 of these the same day I do yours. By now, I can do this procedure with my eyes closed.
Well, could you keep them open for me?
There's no need. It's all done with lasers. Precision instruments.
Precision isn't always a good thing.
It is in surgical procedures. Think of this as a revision. Revision. You see? Vision.
I got it. But you know, the internet says...
Stop. Please don't tell me what the internet says.
It's just, you read about all the possible side effects.
Listen to me. We put you in a comfy chair, we give you something to relax you, you look into a lens, and you see a little light show. Have you ever dropped acid?
Have I dropped acid?
It's like that. You'll see a sort of kaleidoscope at the end of a tunnel. These shapes all swirling around and breaking up and then coming back together. Before you know it, they're wheeling you out. You're back on the street with perfect vision in that eye.
Have you dropped acid?
I'm saying it's like that. Brief and colorful. Like life.
And the same day I'll be seeing perfectly.
Of course, your eye will need to heal. You'll wear some ugly sunglasses for a week. A couple weeks later, we do the other eye and you're all done.
But why now? I can still see well enough.
Uh-huh. Will you read those letters for me, please?
EXQUD. QTV.
Not even close. And the next line?
LMNOP?
D minus. Now, can you read what it says on this card?
Let's see. It says, you can't see a fly on a mountain. The distance interferes with the view. What the hell is that?
That's a line from an old blues song.
Why?
No reason. I just love that line. You can't see a fly on a mountain. The distance interferes with the view. Isn't that brilliant?
You're not dropping acid, are you?
Look up there, into that light. What color is that?
I don't know. It's the color of light. It's white.
No, it's not. You only think it's white. Because of your cataracts. That light is filthy. You just can't see the filth. It's like the news. First there are a couple of earthquakes. Then there are wildfires. Then hurricanes and floods. Then people are out in the street shooting each other. And after a while, you don't notice. The country's going to the dogs and your fellow citizens are dangerous loons. Because you've gotten used to hell. You think hell is normal. And right now, you're in hell.
Thanks. That'll really help me through.
Do you want to see pure light, true colors?
I don't know. Do I?
Yes, you do. Just follow the instructions we gave you. No food and no drink after midnight the night before.
Yeah, but
Good. You're on your way.
I'm on my way to what?
I'll see you in surgery, Mr. Kaufman.
It's Hoffman.
To know the truth. Isn't that what people want? From the time they can think and see and feel? That's why we're doing what we're doing. We're trying to see through, to penetrate, pierce the so-called veil. The veil on both sides. Discover what's happening out there in the so-called beyond. I mentioned that old hymn I used to love so much, those wonderful words. The hymn says, "Watchman, tell us of the night, for the morning seems to dawn. Travelers, darkness takes its flight. Doubt and terror are withdrawn." Let's think on that and join hands.
Who is the third who walks always beside you? Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, man. Is somebody there? Hello?
It's me. What's the matter, honey? You can't sleep?
I just thought I'd read it for a while. But Robin, listen to this line. Who is the third who walks always beside you?
You can't sleep, so you read The Wasteland?
I find it comforting. It reminds me of my youth. Remember back then? Literature, life, that feeling you were getting a glimpse of something huge. You know, death.
Harry.
I tried watching TV, too depressing. Tried the internet, more depressing. I felt like having a little nosh. I can't. No food, no water till it's all over. Why? Why do I have to fast for my eye?
Because your eyes are always bigger than your stomach?
Very clever.
Thank you.
He didn't even try to explain it, my so-called surgeon.
Will you please remember this man is an expert?
An expert who can't remember my name, who I think is dropping acid. He says I'm seeing filth. As Lenny would say, who knew?
Just think how beautiful the wasteland will be without the filth. Which is why you have an appointment at 9 a.m. tomorrow for your procedure.
Only 6 more hours. After that, everything will be all over.
Not all over, just over, Harry. Over in a good sense. And soon thereafter, you'll be sitting in our kitchen having a beautiful... No, you'll be seeing a beautiful breakfast, or half of one, the right half. 3 weeks from now, they'll do the other eye. You'll see the left half of your breakfast, and it will be beautiful.
He was having a breakdown.
Who?
T.S. Eliot, when he wrote The Wasteland.
You are not having a breakdown. Look, how about this? After both eyes are done, champagne. The $200 Veuve Clicquot, my treat.
Really?
You could pay half.
Funny woman.
Yes, I am. And as the second who always walks beside you, I say, it's 3 a.m., come to bed.
You know where I keep my will, right? Top drawer in the filing cabinet?
Stop it, okay? Now let me remind you of something. Our 2 beautiful children, you remember me those months before Zach, eating ice cream and sardines and rewriting my will every 2 days, the alabaster urn from Nepal I bought for my ashes.
I remember.
And in the end, did it all turn out?
It all turned out.
From India, I ate chocolates and read People magazine for 9 months. How did that procedure turn out?
It turned out.
Why? Because I went through with what I had to, and I came out the other side, and Zach and Mindy came out the other side. You see? Everything's good. Now it's your turn.
Thank you.
Feel better? You feel ready?
Yes.
Good. Now bed.
What's this?
A phone scam from China, probably.
No, it's Sarah.
At 3 a.m?
Sarah. Yeah, hi. What's the... No. I'm awake. I was... Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay, well, how did... Jesus. Okay. So, let's talk in the morning. Good. Good night, Sarah. Be well.
What is it? What's the...
Lenny died.
Oh, honey, oh no.
Lenny is dead. 9 o'clock tonight.
But how? What happened?
Stroke. Heart attack. Suddenly he starts babbling nonsense. He keels over and he's dead.
Oh, honey. I'm so sorry.
And I didn't even say that. I say goodnight to her just like that. I don't even say I'm sorry. I gotta call her back.
No, leave it, Harry. Leave her. She doesn't need you to call her back. There's nothing you could do for her right now.
Be well, I say. And Lenny is dead?
Come and lie down, Harry, please.
I didn't say I'm sorry.
You could tell her tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Come on. Take my hand. Come with me. Good.
People always used to say there's a river separating the 2 worlds, that we cross a river to the other side. And I do seem to come to some kind of a river. Barely visible, very thick and slow, like a river made of tar. Maybe it's just a kind of vision for what's actually there. Maybe everything's a vision, over there and over here. People, skeptics, used to say to me, "So where is this other side?" And I'd say, "I don't know. Where are we now?"
I once was lost, but now I'm found. Was blind, but now I see.
Hallelujah! And here is promised your champagne, sir. Or should I say your champagne seer?
Yes, I'm a seer now. I'm a visionary. Will you look at those bubbles? Wow, I wish you could see all the colors. Champagne in full Technicolor in 3D.
Good. You see any filth in there?
Nope, no filth. This glass, my God, it's got like a halo.
I say goodbye, you say hello.
Very cute, very cute. I should appreciate you more.
Yes, you should.
You know you can't see a fly on a mountain?
What?
The distance interferes with the view.
The distance what?
Nothing. It's a statement about human existence.
Okay, I don't know what it means, but I like it. And honey, I am so proud of you. You did it. You went through with it. Finally. I'm so proud and so glad to see you happy. So Harry Hoffman, my favorite all-seeing Altacaca, as they say, here's looking at you.
And you.
Why not? To both of us. Clink! Ooh, delicious.
What was that?
What? What was what?
I don't know. Did the lights just flicker or something?
No.
Behind me, did the lights flicker?
No, why? Did you?
No. Nothing. I thought I saw something for a second.
Like what?
I don't know. A kind of a flash or a shadow or something.
Was it a flash or a shadow?
Like a flashing shadow. Everything kind of went dark for a second behind me, sort of over my shoulder.
Well, are you okay now?
Yeah, perfect.
Is it still happening, the flashing, the shadow?
No, I'm fine. Maybe I just blinked.
Well, you've been blinking for decades, Harry. Look at me, straight at me. You see anything weird, a flash or a shadow or...
Nothing. Everything looks good.
Uh-huh.
Maybe it was a floater.
A floater the size of Moby Dick? You want to call the doctor?
About a floater?
Well, he probably has an emergency number.
I'm not calling him off hours about a floater.
So leave a message.
Robin, he's got better things to do.
How are they now? How are your eyes? Anything?
Good, fine, apparently. Nope, nothing strange. Everything looks good.
Call the doctor tomorrow, will you, Harry?
If it happens again, I'll call the doctor.
Will you call the doctor, please, and make an appointment?
Yes, if it happens again.
What?
It happened again.
Give me the champagne. I'm calling the SOB right now.
I'm fine. Honey, it's nothing. Doctor, what is this? What's happening to me?
Here's my diagnosis. It's nothing.
Nothing? A flashing shadow is nothing?
Yes, and here's the proof. The picture we took of your eye today. You see? Retina, blood vessels, your optic nerve. You do have a small floater, hardly the size of Moby Dick. The brain scan's fine. The blood tests, all good.
So you think I imagined something?
Maybe the lights flickered. Maybe you blinked.
I've been blinking for decades.
You've heard the phrase, on the blink. Maybe you've internalized that phrase. Because you blink, you think you're somehow on the blink.
This is not blinking, Doctor.
What does your wife say?
I think she thinks I'm going a little crazy.
You know, marriage is a form of binocular vision.
You're saying her vision's better than mine?
I'm saying two eyes are better than one, and she sounds like a very smart woman. How's the rest of your life? Work life, sex life, everything good there?
Yeah, everything's fine. Everything's good.
So you're fine. You're good. All right, then.
My brother died.
Oh. I'm sorry to hear it.
That's why I postponed the first eye. A stroke, apparently. It was probably all that shouting. He was pretty loud, Lenny. Or all that cream cheese he smeared on his bagels. They're vivid, you know. The lens of our world.
You're, what, a teacher?
Historian. I was a historian. The Dark Ages, as they used to be called. My specialty was a river valley between Poland and Ukraine in the 7th century.
What was there in the 7th century?
Nothing. My ancestors. I did get through to them sometimes. It's like I once found this legal document selling a cow, but in the margin there, the scribe who wrote it, the rabbi, whoever, in medieval Slovenian, he wrote, "My God, I'm tired of this crap." I'm holding this cow license, and suddenly a human being is speaking to me across 14 centuries, saying he hates his job or his life, the cow, whatever.
Harry, are you in therapy?
Therapy? No.
Do you have any kind of a spiritual advisor? A rabbi, a priest, a guru, somebody like that?
My wife is my spiritual advisor.
So you don't believe in, say, an afterlife?
Doctor, I hardly believe in this life.
Maybe you could try TM.
TM?
Transcendental
I know what TM is. What do I need with that stuff? Or an afterlife?
You've lost your brother.
I have an eye problem.
Maybe a medium could help you.
A medium?
It's worth a try. Come back and see me in 6 months.
Why a medium? Why not a large, an extra large rabbi to help me make sense out of things when my surgeon cannot?
You back? How was it?
Yeah, I'm back.
Well, what'd the doctor say?
He said I should become a Buddhist or see a shrink or a psychic. Those are my options. Do you think I should go to a shrink?
Couldn't hurt.
You don't believe I'm seeing this either.
Honey, I do. I swear I do. It's just, it seems to be getting worse, and you have to do something because you are unraveling before my very eyes, seeing these shadows. Are you listening, Harry? No. All right, fine. Live with it, or yes, go see a shrink, become a Buddhist, do whatever you want. Harry, are you listening to me at all?
What's that sound?
Sound? What sound?
Is someone there?
Harry! Harry, what's the matter? Suddenly you look very strange.
Who are you? What is your name?
My name? My name is Harry.
Are you okay? Harry?
Shh.
My name is Crystal. Crystal with a K.
Crystal with a K. Where are you, Crystal? I can't see you.
Harry, what in God's name are you talking
I'm
about?
talking to Crystal.
I died in a fire in Oakland, California in August 1957.
Oh. Well, I'm sorry. So you're in the beyond, Crystal?
To us, Harry, you are the beyond.
I'm calling an ambulance.
Shh, I'm fine.
Where are you in that world right now?
Me? In this world? I'm here in Mount Kisco, New York, in my garden.
Describe your garden for us. We can't see it.
Well, there's the pathway from the house. There's our catalpa tree, which we were going to have cut down because it's filthy, but we kept it. Some purple irises along the garage. There are birds.
Birds? Really? There are birds?
There's a family of sparrows cavorting on the lawn here. Some purple martins up there. But you said us. Who is us?
Some of us here who miss your world.
Harry?
Len? Lenny? Are you here too? Are you with me?
I'm with you, Harry.
So you're... Jesus, Len, you're still there?
Yeah. And here's the thing. Who knew, Harry? Huh? Who knew?
That's right, exactly. Who knew, Len? Oh my God, it's good to hear you. And you were right, you know that? You were right all along, Lenny, about everything.
Hey, Harry. Is Robin there with you?
Robin? Yeah, she's here.
Is she staring at you right now like you're a lunatic?
She is.
Well, put your arms around her, you idiot.
It was good to meet you, Harry.
Good to... What are you talking about? You mean you're going? This is all I get? A peek? A glimpse?
Embrace your wife, Harry. And be well.
No, don't go. I love you. Lenny? Lenny, I miss you. We all miss you. Lenny? Len? Are you still there? Talk to me.
Harry?
That was Lenny. And Crystal with a K.
Uh-huh, Lenny and Crystal. And how are they?
So you didn't hear them?
No, I did not, somehow.
Lenny said you're staring at me like a lunatic. He was right about that, too.
You were suddenly so far away. It's like you just went away from me.
You're shivering. Oh, my God, come here. Come here, let me hold on to you. Warm you up. How's that?
It's good. It's good. Are you really here, Harry? Here with me? Are you back?
Yes. I'm back. I am so back. Look. Look. Mount Kisco, New York. The garden. Our house. And you. You're here. I'm here. Oh, God, honey. Am I back?
Watchmen tell us of the night, what its signs of promise are. Traveler, on mountain's height, see that glory beaming star. Watchman, doth its beauteous ray aught of joy or hope foretell? Traveler, yes, it brings the day, promised day of Israel.
You've just heard Second Sight, written and directed by David Ives, featuring Danny Burstein as Harry Susie Essman as Robin, Lee Wilkoff as Len, Brittany K. Allen as Crystal, and Stephen Boyer as the surgeon.
My name is David Ives. I wrote and directed this play.
My name is Brittany Allen. I read Crystal.
I'm Danny Burstein. I'm playing Harry.
I'm Lee Wilkoff. I played the role of Lenny.
I'm Stephen Boyer, and I'm playing the surgeon.
I'm Evie Jones, and I'm playing On Air's executive director.
And I'm Claudia Catania, playing On Air's founder. Hi, everybody, and thanks for staying on to talk about Mr. Ives' play, Second Sight. David, your plays are always deeply thoughtful, but also funny. How central is humor in your life and in your art?
I don't know. I never think about writing anything funny. I just write these plays, and if they happen to be funny, that's always a plus. But I have no gift for jokes. I look at playwrights who actually have a gift for jokes, and I admire them no end, like Paul Rudnick, Chris Durang, right? They write wonderful jokes. But I don't know. Things that come out funny in these plays seem to come, I hope, out of character and situation. And I don't know. It's hard to explain. I can tell you this. I have this reputation for comedy, but nothing depresses me like comedy. It's like stand-up comics depress the hell out of me. I think there's nothing sadder than stand-up comedy. So I avoid that at all costs, if that's an answer.
It's an answer. So, Stephen Boyer was a stand-up comic.
I did not know that.
I depress a lot of people.
I love stand-up comedy.
And so, would you say humor is really important in your life and your art?
For me personally, yes. I feel like it's kind of the only reason to get out of bed in the morning is the hope that at some point during the day you're going to laugh. Really, that's it. It's kind of like the whole reason for living. I feel like.
I should add, by the way, that Stephen Boyer is one of the funniest people in the business, but he also gave one of the greatest auditions I have ever seen. I had a play called School for Lies, which was a version of
The Misanthrope.
The Misanthrope, and Stephen Boyer. I think you were just out of Juilliard at the time.
No, I was just very unemployed for a long time, so it seemed like I was out of school.
But we had to hire somebody to play a servant, and the first side he had to read was nothing but "Yes, Master," about 5 times, and it was. We hired him on the basis of saying "Yes, Master" 5 times, 5 completely different ways, had us in stitches. It was an extraordinary day, and I remember it vividly.
Oh, thanks. I have no memory of this.
Going back to your play, in Second Sight, Harry's very impressed with a line from T.S. Eliot's epic poem, The Wasteland. Who is the third who walks beside you? Danny, David, can you talk about what that line means to you?
I can say, because Danny has just been inhabiting that line today, but that line has followed me since I first read The Wasteland, which was in high school. And I should add that T.S. Eliot is sort of my boy. I mean, I think of him as my boy. If I had to go to a desert island and I had one book, I think it would be collected T.S. Eliot. And I have all these recordings of The Wasteland and 4 quartets read by Paul Scofield and Ray Fiennes and Jeremy Irons and Eliot. But the line, "Who is the third who walks always beside you?" is one that has haunted me ever since I read that. And I think about it all the time, and it ended up in this play because I love it so much. And it spoke to this play because Harry, without knowing it, is being accompanied by other people who are not of this world. And Crystal is accompanying people without them knowing it. And so suddenly that line, which had haunted me and which is so beautiful, seemed to just fit into this play. So that's how it ended up here.
And so then how did the hymn Watchman, Tell Us of the Night, come to you for this play while we're at quotes?
Actually, Watchmen Tell Us of the Night is something I've also known for more decades than most people in this room have been alive. But it actually shows up. I came to know it because it's in the first movement of Charles Ives's fourth symphony, and the symphony begins with this very kind of grand opening, and suddenly a chorus comes in out of nowhere, singing "Watchmen tell us of the night, what its signs of promise are," and that was another something that has always moved me as that group of voices comes in, saying that, and I think that line speaks to me because it is the big search, the night being the night around us and the night that's in the beyond. And so I love that hymn, and it also just seemed to fit into this play.
Yes, and I agree. It's really haunting and beautiful. There's another line. You can't see a fly on the mountain. The distance interferes with the view. Is that really from...
It's a line from an old blues song.
A blues song?
As the surgeon says. I love it. I mean, isn't that a great line?
Yeah, it's a great line.
I don't know what the song is, but somebody quoted it in some article years ago. And, I keep notebooks, and I just wrote it into my notebook unattached to anything. So it's just sitting there. But in a play about vision and sight, it just seemed, and a man who can't see what's in front of his face, it seemed, well, throw that in. So you see, I stole from everybody in this play. T.S. Eliot, hymns, blues songs. I am unashamed.
Hey, it's all about stealing from the best, right? Danny, did you wonder why your character's spending his life in the 7th century and in a particularly small location?
I think it seemed to me that he found happiness there, that he could not see the beauty that was in front of him. And I think that's what eventually happens at the end of the play. He has this revelation. He has this epiphany that all this beauty was around him. And, it's obvious his sight. Mm-hmm. He finally has his sight, but he really doesn't have it until he is able to transcend all the worlds that are around him.
I couldn't have put it better myself.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Well put. I read that second sight is an actual phenomenon. Did you know that? It occurs when a cataract is forming. Did you know that?
No, I did not.
Ooh.
Cosmic. No,
Cosmic.
I didn't know that.
It's called second sight because it can temporarily improve a person's ability to see things close up.
Wow. I did not know that.
Well, Crystal must have visited you in the night.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm drawing from all kinds of things,
Wow.
things I don't even know about.
Brittany Allen and Stephen Boyer as the two youngest in our group here. Do you think second sight has equal resonance for young people?
I mean, it resonates for me. It's my right now. My father is sick, so I'm thinking about his mortality and my mortality pretty much all the time, and so I feel like Harry running around, being so neurotic about is this the end? Is this the end? Feels very close to me. Because as someone just said in this room, someone said, I know people keep dying. And it's one of the big truths that you can't get around. And I have a 3-year-old son, and he's just started asking, what is dying? And I have to explain to him what dying is. And it's very, so, the issue of the end of life feels very, very immediate to me, in spite of whatever age we are.
No, I echo Steve. I think something that I find very profound and lovely about the play is this urging to be in your life and live in the present and enjoy what's around you, like ending with our couple being able to see each other. That feels very germane to anyone at any age, I think. And I also, something I really attach to in the script is Harry's connection to the past, which we were just talking about, as being someone who I mean, I myself think a lot about looking for answers in history and the past. Like, I have a strong urge to go back and find templates for how to live now. So I fully get that impulse.
David, in a lifetime of writing, is the existential question of who we are and what comes next or doesn't come next something that you've always explored, and have those topics that have been your focus over the years changed or refocus?
Well, when I started out as a young playwright, I made the mistake of thinking that a serious play was serious. And so my first plays were exercises in shades of darkness. And so I really didn't start writing comedy until I was in my 30s, I would say. And so I had been off on this tangent. I was just lost in this detour into so-called seriousness. Whereas, of course, comedies are the most serious plays there are. I stumbled my way into comedy, and I have to say it was right at the very same moment that I met my wife. And in fact, on my first date with my wife, I was in rehearsal for the first of the short one-act comedies that I did over many years, and that confluence of things is not an accident, because it's like she came into my life and comedy came into my life. So you should actually be asking my wife all these questions.
David, is this the first time you've directed a world premiere of one of your plays?
This is the first time I've directed any of my plays.
Was it fun?
It was fun. It was really fun. I love having a director myself because I fumble around so much and I need somebody to focus what I write and give me new ideas and point out to me what I've actually written rather than what I think I've written. And there's often a great big gap there. So I love having a director, partly because it's just nice to have company in the room. A play is this organism that gets smarter as it goes along and wiser and more deeply feeling, because I write some words on a page and a director comes along and he actually, at a certain point, knows more about those words than I do. And actors join him, and then they expand that knowledge. And so that process is something that I never cease to just love, of seeing this amoeba, growing and into a being. So I did enjoy doing it, but I would never, I thought I would direct this because it's radio and I can hear it in my head. But I would never dare to stage a play because I don't know how to do that. I admire people who can stage something and see the visual world that this is. But no, I loved it. And what a cast. Oh, my God.
Perhaps my favorite part of the play is when Harry's kind of reminiscing about his time as a historian. And when his surgeon speaks with Harry about his career as a historian, he asks him, what was it about the 7th century? What was there? And Harry says both nothing and then immediately after, my ancestors. And I thought he clearly once really enjoyed his work, maybe even just lived for it. But David, is there also kind of a sadness from Harry that he's only been able to get through to his ancestors a few times over the decades? Is that why he became a historian?
I was saying when I was speaking to the actors, the thing about Harry as a historian is that he is like Crystal. He is trying to break through to something which seems to be impenetrable, which is the past. And Crystal is actually breaking through to the present. That breaking through is what he talks about, so it must be important to him, that document that he held in his hands that spoke to him. And I have to say that Harry shares with me that, which is holding something in my hand which is extremely old, or from one of my past lives, when suddenly you're going through a box and you find something that is a piece that was once a piece of your life and is now a relic of somebody that you once were. That is something that I share with him. That feeling of touching the past is so important to me. And there is a lot of Harry in me, I would say, but that is certainly one of the things, and that's why he speaks with so movingly, and Danny spoke so movingly. Thank you, Danny.
I just wanted to say, first of all, I don't know why I missed it or how I missed it, but you certainly could direct, maybe not stage a play, but you gave me the most important note for me of the day, which I completely missed, possibly, was saying to infuse love into the way I deal with my brother. And I missed that. And you reminded me of that. And that kind of changed the way not that I had made a plan to do it a certain way, but it filled me with, my younger brother is my probably closest friend. My closest friend died of COVID very early in the Mark Blum, who I spoke to every day of my life for the last 20 years. But my brother now is probably my close. He moved from second to first position, and just you saying that just changed everything for me. And thank you for that gift today and for this piece, but for my life, kind of.
Oh,
so you can direct.
Thank you all for being here.
Thanks for asking.
Yep.
It's my pleasure and privilege. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
You've been listening to Playing on Air, Great American Short Plays with Great American Actors. Our founder and producing artistic director is Claudia Catania. Theme music, Tom Cochan. Play music, Dan Moses Schreier. Musical director and piano, Alan Johnson. Sopranos, Chloe Holgate and Hai Ting Chin. Alto, Barbara Rierick. Baritone, Gregory Pernhagen. Audio editing, Joanna Lynn Staub. Recording and sound design, John Kilgore. Playing on Air is distributed by PRX, Public Radio Exchange. Special thanks to the National Endowment for the Arts, New York State Council on the Arts, the Horace W. Goldsmith Foundation, and Josie Merck for their support, and to listeners like you. Thank you. For Playing on Air, I'm Executive Director Evie Jones. Thanks for listening.